The Disney Vibes Podcast, talking insider tips, tricks, and pixie dust. For the most magical place on Earth, here's Andrew and Heather.
Hello, everybody. Once again, welcome to the Disney Vibes Podcast. This is episode number 10. We've made 10, Heather.
10! That's like a decade. But years.
I'll teach you how to... Oh, my goodness, folks. This is episode number 10 for the week of January 6th, 2022. Once again, all of the content is brought to you by Magical Destinations Travel, bookmdtravel.com. If you're looking for a trip, some help, some expertise, one of our magical agents can help you in planning your vacation. There's no obligation for a free quote and no cost to you ever. Also, Disney Vibes Podcast. You can get it and download it wherever you get your podcast from. If you like the content, please help us out by providing feedback and a rating as well. And we greatly appreciate your support. 10 episodes.
10 episodes.
Maybe now you understand there's no off button on your microphone.
You're funny. Well, I like to say that I am very happy that I have like a legit microphone and I can hear myself in my my headphones.
You've always had headphones. You just didn't know how to wear them.
Just saying.
The L stands for left ear.
You're going to make me take them off. Do I even have them on right?
Oh, my gosh. Oh. I don't know. I don't know which one's L and R at the moment.
Oh, my God. Well, I'm just saying I don't
No, they're definitely wrong.
Oh.
The wire always goes on the left, and I'm like, she's on the same side as me.
All right. Better? Oh. Okay. I'm good.
I don't know if you're good.
You married this mess.
The married mess. There you go. That's exactly what it is. I don't even know if I want to go into this next part because of this mess here.
No.
However, as we had mentioned in the last show of 2021, things are going well. There's pent-up demand for travel. A lot to get to today. Some news just broke as we were preparing show notes for episode number 10. And Heather's always looking for someone else besides me to correct her messiness and help out.
So if you are a Disney fanatic, if you just love all things Disney, we would love to have you join us to learn more about possibly becoming an agent with us and join our Magical Destinations travel team. So if this is something that you've ever thought about, considered, if you are that person that everyone goes to because you go to Disney often and your friends are like, hey, we want to go. What do you think about where's the best place to eat? You need to come talk to us because why not take take advantage of the fact that you can get compensated and get some pretty awesome perks of becoming a travel agent specializing in Disney. So hit us up on our socials. You can visit our website, bookmdtravel.com. And then Magical Destinations Travel Co. on Instagram, Magical Destinations Travel on Facebook.
I hope you say that in your sleep.
I really do.
Okay,
Magical Destinations Trav on Twitter. And then
here's the thing, too. It's not just Disney. Yes, we love Disney. We're big fanatics of Disney, but we are a full-service, full-fledged travel agency. So we also, if you're a big Universal fan, we are a Universal agency. We work with Carnival Cruise Line, obviously all Disney properties, Adventures by Disney, Aulani Resort and Spa out in Hawaii, Disney Cruise Line, which I do have some news about what's going on with the cruise line industry. So it's not, I actually just got an email a little while ago that Hard Rock in Punta Cana has 50% off currently. So we do all of the trips. We love Disney. That is our primary focus, let's say. Disney and Universal and all Disney properties. But the world is yours. Like literally travel the world and sell the world. It's up to you. So, see, now you complained about the temperature and now literally you're hot. Like I'm cold. I'm hot. Like,
okay. So I came down to our studio and I was like, I'm freezing. And I made myself some hot tea and I had a jacket on. And I just took my jacket off. So I'm getting warmer. Thank you much. It's because I'm sitting here looking at you. We're going through saying our
it's the
Disney
hot stuff right
That's
here.
it.
That's it. All right. So here's what's happening. Big news came out yesterday out of Disney World. specifically with Disney Resort Hotels, if you are going to the parks, going to Walt Disney World Resort in springtime and early summer of 2022, there are opportunities now to save up to $500 on a 5-night stay. Now, what we can tell you is all of our agents, along with us, were able to modify all of our clients' reservations that were booked at a different price point, and if they qualified for the discounted rate based on, and we'll go over what the offer details are, but they were able to save some money, and that's the reason why I use a travel agency, because simply let us do the work for you. You don't want to wait hours and hours with Disney. Listen, last night, even when we were still modifying some individuals' reservations, it was packed with reservations, with agencies, with regular customers and clients trying to get through to Disney to take advantage of the special. Like, there was a queue for travel agencies. So that's why you hire a travel agency, is to do the work for you, to know these deals, because I'm sure you're not going, well, maybe you are, going on the website every day to get pricing. So that's why it's important for you to use a travel agency of sort to make sure and ensure you get the best deals. So the special offer is basically, it's for stays most nights from March 6th, 2022 to July 7th, 2022. Again, and this is the first discount that we have seen since last year. About this time last year, they did the buy the tickets, get 2 nights free.
Right.
But with hotels specifically, open to everybody. So not having a PIN code, not being DVC, and not being a Florida resident or military, and so on and so forth. So this is the first one. So, for example, you could save $100 per night if you stay at any of the following resorts: Animal Kingdom Lodge, Animal Kingdom Villas, Boardwalk Inn, Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, Old Key West, Riviera, Saratoga Springs, and Disney's Yacht Club. $40 per night, okay, is the cabins at Fort Wilderness, Art of Animation Family Suites only, Coronado Springs, Port Orleans, both French Quarter and Riverside. And $20 per night if you're at any of the All-Stars, movies, music, and sports. Sports, again, doesn't reopen until March 31st, and Pop Century. So it's basically tiered with value, moderate, and deluxe resorts. That's how they did it. If you're spending more money on the deluxe resort, you're going to save more money. If you're going to a value resort because you're like, I'm never in the hotel room, I don't care, you'll save $20 per night, which it's $100 then for 5 nights. Not bad. It's a burger or something, or a couple. But so again, if you're in, if you're already booked, please check with us, reach out to us. We can help you. We can, they do what is it called? I don't want to say, it's called a takeover, but we can basically become your agency if you would like. If you just booked recently online, you're like, I'd rather have someone to help me with this planning, we can definitely do a takeover and work with you to plan your magical vacation. Anything else to add?
Yeah, I was just looking. So there's for this promotion, the length of stay requirements, it has to be at least one night. And
another thing I wanted to mention
nights.
is Disney Springs has a new hotel. It's now taking reservations. And, if you've been to the Disney Springs area hotel, there are a ton of hotels officially there. And they're located on Disney World property, but they're always operated by third parties. So now we do have another Disney Spring hotel, so to speak, that's starting to accept reservations. It's called the Drury Plaza Hotel at Disney Springs, and it basically sits on the property where the Best Western Lake Buena Vista used to be. So its reservations are open. It looks great from the conceptual drawings.
Yes.
Free shuttle service to all 4 Disney World theme parks. It's about a half mile from Disney Springs. You get a free hot breakfast, evening snacks, cold beverages, free Wi-Fi. And I believe the big thing is it's also going to, it's kind of like the Swan and Dolphin.
Yeah.
It's going to allow you that early morning magic hours, that extra 30 minutes, because it's definitely going to be considered on on site. So if that is something you are interested, it puts it right on par with the value resorts price-wise. So it's, competitive with all the All-Stars and Pop Century.
Yeah.
So definitely something to check out if you are looking for a different kind of resort in the Disney Springs area. A lot of news came out, we know, with the CDC, with cruising. And I read an article earlier today. Of course, I have 55,000 tabs open right now, and I can't find the one I want. But, the people are optimistic that 2022 cruise sales are going to increase. However, what we're currently seeing is the impact will vary, and it's all pretty much first quarter, though. So from now through the end of March is where they're seeing that people are not going to be cruising as much because of the recommendation of the CDC. And then obviously we know families, have different beliefs regarding vaccinations and the requirements with vaccinations and so forth. So it's not that a lot of people are canceling, they're just postponing.
Right.
So my advice to everybody who is thinking about a cruise in the summer is to not wait, because the capacity of the ships are still limited, obviously for good reasons. And if you are thinking about taking a cruise in the summer or, second, third, fourth quarter, but especially the second and third quarter, so from April through the end of October, you definitely want to start to book that now, because the people who are going now are now pushing their trips back a little bit in the hopes that things are going to turn the page and turn the corner pretty quickly. So that being said, Disney is offering up to 30% on select sailings for the Disney Cruise Line. It's available for a limited time. There are sailings from Galveston, New Orleans, Miami, San Diego, and Port Canaveral. And some of them are even the really, really popular ones, the Star Wars one, Day at Sea ones. Mm-hmm. So if you are thinking and you want to get some pricing on cruising, please, obviously reach out to us. And whether it be Disney, DCL, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, etc., let us know and we can go from there. We love the Disney cruise, so definitely looking forward. Our middle guy, Braden, he cannot wait to go back on the Disney cruise.
Yeah, we have to do actually a whole episode to discuss how we almost got on the Disney cruise.
Well, we did get on a Disney cruise,
eventually,
but yes.
Not the year that we intended to go.
Correct. Which, you know what? It worked out because Jameson was able to go.
Exactly.
Simple. That's it. Breaking news just came in about an hour and a half ago. So standby. You get to scurry into standby at Remy's Ratatouille Adventure at Epcot. So the attraction opened up on October 1st in Epcot in the France Pavilion, and now it's always been using the virtual queue where we talked about you get up 6:50, you get on your device, and you try to get a return time. Starting January 10th, it is now a standby queue. So there will no longer be a virtual queue for now for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Now, don't forget, you do have the opportunity to purchase access to a Lightning Lane queue at that attraction. And I don't know this for a fact. I do not think it will be part of Genie Plus right now. So if you're paying that extra fee at Epcot for Genie Plus, I don't think Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, due to just being so new, is going to be included, as one of those rides. However, it's going to bump one of the other ones out, whether it's Frozen or, whichever the other individual Lightning Lanes are. So that's big news because we saw the same thing happen with Star Wars. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think the virtual queue is coming back for either one of these rides.
I can understand that.
Mark my words, January 6, 2022, I don't think it'll come back.
Well, it's only because they're going to be adding more.
Yes. I mean, but like January 10th, right now, they could start Star Wars again.
Oh,
They could, but I think it's just going to be standby, and I don't want to call it a money grab, but it's a way of making money.
Right. So when you say standby, let's break that down really quick.
Stand on a line.
Okay, standby. Stand on the line.
3 words. I broke it down.
Just saying. Thank you very much for the clarification.
Stand on a line. Standby. But you do have individual Lightning Lanes as well, where you can pay. What we don't know what that fee is. Oh, I made you quiet. I think we're going to start video podcasting so people can see like you and your facial reactions and oh, that's not a good there. So, But so, the big thing too is, let's be honest, we know what's coming. So in that regard, I'm talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
We know that's coming. And Tron Light Cycle, not sure if it's 2023 or whatnot. We don't have any information on that. However, it is coming. So, the big thing is it is what it is. There is nothing else we can say about it.
Right.
But things change so quickly, specifically with what is an individual lightning lane and what is included in your Genie Plus fee for that $15 per ticket per day. Who knows what it'll be?
Right. And I can say they have changed the the lineup, I guess you could say, for the Disney, or I keep saying Disney Plus, Genie Plus attractions, but they tell you at an advanced date. So at least you'll have a heads up with when you're going, we would let you know.
Yeah, it's only 4 days before they're saying. So if you were going next week and you were like, that's it, you know what? I'm going to get up, going to get the virtual queue. Well, guess what? True. Stand by. But here's the thing. The holiday season's over. Wait times are not long right now. Like, there's times where, you see on social media that Remy's is only a 10-minute standby wait.
Right.
So
right.
I don't want to say what's the word I'm looking for? The new car smell has worn off. I don't think that's the case at all. I just think that they're looking, and it's Remy. Listen, if you didn't watch the movie, you're not going to, you'll get it, but you won't get it as much. Like, it's totally different. Star Wars, whole land, cult following. Mm-hmm. We'll see, what's happening. And it's the same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy. Monumental in experiences versus, and this is not to take anything away from Ratatouille at all. I'm a big fan of it. But we know higher demand. Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind will be here. The space-constrained Tron Light Cycle, will be coming. So, again, I think that it's just rope drop stuff, and you take the gondolas, the Skyliner, and you'll get right there in France because it's right there. So
that backside.
That's a very, very easy way to get on Remy's right away. So other things that came up, and I really wanted to touch base. We talked, I think, briefly even last week regarding transportation. Effective January 1st, there is no more Magical Express to Disney World.
Disney
right.
Resorts. It was the complimentary transportation that you had from Orlando International Airport, and you would get on it, wait on a line per se, and you would sit in these seats, and the kids would be so excited. Oh my God, there's
the movies
a bathroom.
Came on.
You're not going in the bathroom, but yes. And then you would have the TVs in front of you. Like, it was an experience, I will say it. And I'm a little upset that, that's not there. However, I do think that there's definitely, we're learning more day by day at this point of replacements, I guess you get, alternatives.
It was a bombshell announcement. There was no doubt about it that Disney's Magical Express airport shuttle service ended. And, the guests that were already there, were able to continue it, but there are some alternative options. Specifically, one of them is from the airport to Walt Disney World is the Sunshine Flyer. That's a themed motor coach bus experience. It's convenient. It's cost effective. So kind of the same kind of thing. Again, it's another bus. That will begin service from Orlando International on February 1st. 2022, and it'll offer transportation to all Walt Disney World resorts from value to deluxes, and then eventually it will be expanded to off-site accommodations in the future. Now, tickets for the Sunshine Flyer, they need to be booked at least 4 days ahead of arrival. Tickets are $17 per adult, so it's reasonable, $12.50 per child each way. Now, could add up pretty quickly, right? $35 round trip for an adult, okay? But it does offer a full refund if canceled 72 hours in advance, or credit towards future tickets if canceled under 72 hours. So I do think that the fun theme trains thing, it's cool. It's a clear Disney connection, and it's an option. So that's one, and that starts February 1st. Now, similar to Sunshine Flyer is Mears Connect. And this is a shuttle service by the company that currently operates or was operating Disney's Magical Express. So this really makes Mears Connect the true successor to Disney's Magical Express. It's literally the same bus drivers for the most part, buses, and you're not going to have that Disney branded wraps. They got to take,
the buses.
The bus wraps off because it's not technically Disney. So they will offer the transportation service for visitors, in buses and vans, and that launched already January 1st. And they're saying it's the same reliable, safe service guests have been using for decades to Disney area hotels with scheduled service, luggage handling, convenient airport terminal staging, and return trips from the resorts to the airport. So you have two options for Mears Connect. You have Standard and Express. Standard is a shared vehicle on Mears Connect, bus, van, that's economical. The connection will make a limited number of stops and will have you on your way to your resort within 20 minutes of your check-in to the Mears Connect reception area. So to me, it's like the same idea as Magical Express. The Express level offers a direct service with limited to no wait time. So pricing is going to vary, as everything does, and it's going to change. So don't quote us today. It could subject to change, but depending upon dates and hotels. But the way it stands, the introductory rate on Standard is $16 for adults, $13.50 for children for a one-way trip, or $32 for adults and $27 for children for round trips. The Express is currently priced at $250. That's $250 per round trip for up to 4 passengers, plus $55 for each additional person. So you're looking at $305 for us to have Express service as a family of 5, or you would have $150. So it's half price if you go the standard way
right,
versus the express way. And Mears does the buses and the taxis, and listen, they had that relationship with Disney and it worked, but it was fine. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, with both levels of these services, that it's going to include onboard entertainment, so I'm sure that's going to be like
they got
video
TV
or whatever.
Right.
Comfortable seating, an arrival souvenir. That's new.
Yeah, what is it, a pin?
I don't know. I was thinking
really.
saying.
I don't think it's like even a Disney pin. It'd probably be like whatever. I mean, Florida, I don't want to.
I don't know. Friendly drivers, real-time updates by using enhanced technology. So maybe that's like a GPS type thing where it's telling you, you'll be arriving at your destination X amount of time.
Maybe. I don't know, because why wouldn't they do that when Disney was paying them to do it? So
Well, maybe they want to distinguish themselves a little bit more.
Right. I think it's going to be interesting to see how this all kind of plays itself out.
Yep.
The Diz boards are going to be all over everything with people's experiences. There's people who had great experiences with Magical Express and Mears running it. There's people who did not.
Yeah.
And obviously Disney felt they could cut it loose, with that. And I don't know what it costs, but I'm sure it costs a penny to have that many buses running day in, day out, 365,
Yeah.
I don't want to say 24/7, but with international flights, it could be.
Yeah.
And I think ride sharing just changed the whole world. Let's be honest. So, obviously people could rent cars, which has always been an option, limos, luxury cars, private vans, again, that could be there, but that's an option because you never entertained it because you're always like, I'm just get on the Magical Express. I'm going to scan my magic band and go.
Right.
But that's definitely an option that you could have. And let's be honest, now the big thing is Uber and Lyft.
Right.
So, again, that ride sharing thing it could be the most cost effective. I think many people are familiar with Uber and Lyft, even if you've never used them. But there's definitely, it's just quick. Let's just imagine you get off the plane, you grab your furniture. Good grief. Your luggage. If you're bringing furniture to Disney World, please tell me how. But you bring your luggage, and you quickly have already, those cars are circling the airport.
Yeah, they are.
They're waiting. So I feel that is a viable option.
Right.
And it's quick and it's just you.
Yes. So then, you're
I mean,
there.
so's the Express of the other one. But
Right.
Who knows?
I don't know. We're going to monitor this because, we don't go for our trip until the summertime. So a lot can change between now and then,
Yeah.
But I am very interested in, I believe, I thought it was called something else, but you referred to it as the Sunshine.
That was the first bus service.
Right.
So there, you have that, and then you have obviously Mears Connect.
Right.
So, I mean, in my head, I know that Mears Connect is working specifically with travel agencies, so that is something we can assist with,
right.
If needed for for all of our clients. That I know for a fact, because it basically is just replacing Magical Express, and it's something that we can definitely assist with, with all of our clients. Now, obviously, Lyft, Uber, you're just doing that on an app. You're doing that on an app. Right. You're renting a car. Again, that's, there's so many deals on car rentals. So, again, that's, something that's you either do ahead of time or, you may have, you may schedule it right quickly from your app because it's just availability. So, Mears Connect, I do know there's Standard, there's Express, and Standard is pretty much, if you've ever gone on Magical Express, that's the same thing.
Right.
It's going to go to a couple resorts.
Yep.
You may have to wait a little bit longer. It's got buses. It's going to have a loop pretty much between, Orlando International and all the Disney World resorts that driver is scheduled to go to. So,
and it does offer the, your departures. Like you would get, for international flights, it's saying like you're going to leave like 4 hours before a standard pickup, and then you're just going to take an hour off of it for the express pickup. So
right. And here's the thing I want to say about, connecting, from the airport to your resort. We talk standard service, and, we said the prices one way versus round trip. There are no round trip discounts available at this time. And then there's no one-way trips available, for express service. So as I reread that, express is better for us.
I agree.
Just because express service is round trip.
Right.
Standard is one way.
One way.
So
interesting.
A family of 5, it'll end up being cheaper. I mean, listen, $250, well, $305 is nothing to laugh at. I mean, it's a good chunk of change there. And these are their introductory price rates. So let's think supply and demand. If people are going to Lyft and Uber or whatever else they may be doing, if they want to stay competitive in business, they're going to lower their prices for
Makes
either
sense.
service, standard or express, So definitely, something you can do. But yeah, Sunshine Flyer, again, that's the same kind of thing. They really kind of give you an experience. They're launching February 1st with engineers and rail conductors. Like the Sunshine Flyers, the buses and the vehicles are designed to look like old-fashioned trains from the 1920s with staff members dressed up. And so it's going to be it's a different photo and experience to collect every time they ride. And, of course, as well, a bathroom because Heather likes that.
I try to steer the kids away from it, but hey, you know what? If it's
emergency
there,
is emergency. It's
exactly,
fine.
exactly.
I mean, that's no big deal. But so there are a bunch of different options. And then obviously, as we mentioned, the private transfers and private car service and renting a car and whatever works best for what you're looking to accomplish. If you think of Uber, I did read someone had posted. So in Uber Disney price, so Uber XL up to 5 people, it's from around $50 to $55 one way and up. So that's a lot cheaper than $250, $305 for us. $55 for Uber XL. So supply and demand if people aren't doing that. Now, again, you may have to wait a little longer because it's Uber XL. Regular Uber that seats up to 3 people, $35 to $40 one way. There's, let's see, and the Uber Black SUV car seat. So if you have children, it's from around $100 one way and up, but it seats up to 6 people. So you're looking at $200 versus $305. So, again, you got to do what works best for you. Obviously, we can absolutely help you in booking some kind of transportation or give you some advice as to what we think could be a good option for you. Again, Mears Connect started already, and the Sunshine Flyer will start February 1st, so right behind it. So those are the two bus riding options besides public transportation. And I don't even, I'd have to dive really deep into that to see what that entails. Mm-hmm. And then the ride sharing and renting cars. I think that's going to be the four main ones right there. Ride sharing, renting a car, maybe people want a limo or whatever, and a limo ride to it to really start their vacation. Maybe they'll take the bus on the way back because they'll be sad. So it's limo on the way there and a bus on the way back. And then obviously the two buses. So that's pretty much what we wanted to touch base with on today. I think in future episodes we have coming up, obviously if there's any specials, we'll be sure to let you know about them as soon as possible. If you're looking to book anything, don't wait. Again, that demand is there, and these discounts are really driving people to Walt Disney World Resort. Cruise line, again, with what's going on currently in the world, it's getting pushed back a little bit. People are pushing those trips back for the first quarter. And what else you got, Heather?
The only other thing that I just wanted to add was for the people who did go on Disney cruises before the latest uptick in COVID, said that the cruise, it was exactly like what they remembered. It was almost like they considered it like normalcy. It was for them. Normalcy
and private.
Yes.
Because capacity was limited. It was like 30% or 40%. We don't know the exact number of what the number of people were on there. So imagine having a ship, to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully, we are optimistic. We'll get to that point again. I would love to be able to take advantage of it. So
Miss Positive over there. Come on.
No, definitely. That was, I'm telling you, one of the best vacations we've ever taken. Ever.
Yeah, it's just a different experience. Don't get me wrong. We love the parks. Absolutely. Right. We've been to Disneyland. We've been to Disney World a number of times. But, and we've been on many cruises with our kids. Mm-hmm. It's just a different level. It's that Disney white glove treatment. Yep. It's pretty much what it comes down to. It is different. The fireworks and the pirate night and it's just different. So if you do have the opportunity or are even thinking about wanting to go and experience DCL, please reach out to us, so we can help get you a quote and find a trip that works for you. The Disney Wish, which we talked about, that's launching this year. So that's ship number 5 in their fleet. So that's exciting. Heather, how do they reach us?
They can reach us by heading up our website at bookmdtravel.com. Instagram is Magical Destinations Travel Co. Facebook, Magical Destinations Travel. And Twitter, Magical Destination Trav. Also, like last night, we had to wait into like virtual queues on agents' ends to book because when they launched these promotions, everybody was getting the itch. So that's just another, thing I wanted to add is that if you're considering, so was a lot of other people.
Yeah, because if you call Disney, you're gonna be waiting
hours.
I can't
hours.
Even imagine.
I waited recently last weekend for 2 hours on the phone, and that's okay. That's what I want to do. I needed to get clarification on something, and I'd rather be doing it for you.
That's right, full service agency. So this is going to wrap up episode number 10 of the Disney Vibes podcast. Live life, do what makes you happy, stay healthy, everybody, and let the Disney vibes flow.
Find Disney Vibes for all your vacation needs on the web at bookmdtravel.com.